Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have introduced how to create and propose a motion to nominate our candidate to vote for the position of chairman of the board. And in this video, we will introduce how to cast vote for the motion of elect our chairman of the board. And in this video, we will act as different users. Therefore, we need to log in the system of ComBoox by different account. First, we still use the account of user number 1, and we click this line to see the current state of the motion. Currently, the motion has already been proposed to the general meeting, and this is the timeline for this voting process. And we can see that vote start date is 2023 December 15th. And let's see the current time online on chain. And let's click this button to see that the current time of the blockchain. We can see that the recent timestamp of the block is 2023 December 18th, which is 2 days earlier than the voting start date. Well, suppose since we are using the testnet, which is a hard hat testnet, so we can input some instruction so as to push forward the time on chain to some certain period. For example, first of all, we need to log on the console of the testing net. So we input our instructions as npx hardhat console and the network as localhost. So currently we have logged on this testnet of hardhat. We input this instruction to push forwards the on-chain time, increase time for 2 days. We have checked that we need at least 2 days, which means that 86,400 refers to 1 day's number of seconds and plus 2. And we can push forward the time on chain for 2 days. Let's enter. And then we need to mine a new block so as to write the timestamp into the testing net. And then let's check the currently on-chain time. And we can see that the timestamp has been pushed forward to 2 days seconds. Okay, currently we have already pushed forward the time on chain of this testing net for 2 days, and let's jump back to our ComBoox system. And now we checked. Okay, currently the on-chain time has already pushed forward to December the 15th. And next, we will check. We will click this line so as to see that whether we can cast our vote in the proceeding. Okay, and we can see that the vote start date shall be December the 15th. So, as user number 1, this motion was created and proposed by myself. Of course, I shall support this motion to nominate myself as the chairman of the board. And let's click here to make an online 6 hash for our vote ballots. So we input as user number 1 signed this, not SHA, should be this vote of this ballot for approving candidate of for chairman on the date of 23 December 15th. And then hereunder, the hash value has been calculated automatically. And the method used in this hash function is cat 256. We click copy and then into the clipboard. We paste the hash value of the natural language we have input. And here is the hash value. And you can see that there are 3 available choices in this drop-down box, which is support, against, or abstain. Of course, suppose that user number 1 will support to nominate himself as the chairman, so he will select support and click vote. And we confirm. You can see that after user number 1 cast a vote, and then this button changed into blue, which means that there is one voting right holder who has already cast its votes to support motion as we have described. And we clicked inside to see that this is a detailed information of the case of attitude of support for this specific motion. And the user number 1 represents himself and holding voting weight of a certain number, and to sign the signature date of the vote ballot is 2023 December 15th, and this vote ballot has already written down into block numbered 143, which is a testing net of hard hat. And sig hash refers to a specific information that later we can verify against this sig hash. But nobody can understand the detailed meaning behind this sig value. Okay? And then let's suppose to change to act as another user or as another member to cast vote for this specific motion. Let's change into user number 3, which is a minority shareholder of this company. And now currently we have changed into user number 3, and we can read from the top of this button. We can see that currently we are using the account as user number 3 here, and we can click this line to select this specific motion, and we can cast vote now. And for this time, we will not directly cast a vote. Instead, user number 3 decide to entrust another member to acting as his delegate to attend the voting process. Therefore, he changed the switch to this side and to entrust a delegate. And here we need to input the user number of the delegator. For example, the user number 3 decided to entrust the number 4 user as his delegate to cast vote. Therefore, we click entrust button, and then we confirm. And let's see whether this delegation in trust has any influence to the voting result. And we can see that there's no change. There's no change for the voting result or temporary voting status for this proceeding. Okay, and let's change to user number 4 to cast the votes. Let's see how many voting rights will be represented by this user number 4 now. And now we have already changed into user number 4. We can see that here the system tells us currently the account refers to user number 4, in the system of ComBoox. And we can click this line to retrieve the form of motion to nominate the chairman of the board. And this time, we can directly cast our vote. We will not entrust any other party to represent user number 4. And we also input some information in natural language here. This is the user number 4 signed this ballot for approving candidate for chairman on the date of 2023 December 15th. And we can click this button to copy the hash value into the clipboard. And we will paste here as the SIG hash for user number 4. And now we can click vote, which represent that user number 4 has cast his vote for this specific motion. We click confirm, and we can see that yes, the voting state of this specific motion has changed. And let's click this button and can see that there is a new line added into this table, which represents that user number 4 represented 2 voting right holders, and the total voting rights represented by user number 4 is 5 million. As we have introduced in the initiation process, we have set each and every member's voting rights or subscribed capital, and also the paid-in capital. And we can see that there are 5 million voting rights was calculated into the ballot of user number 4. And we can check, we can jump to the panel of register of shares and to see that the shares holding structure of this company. We can see that there are actually 4 different shares and was held by 4 different users as shareholder or as a member of this company. And the user number 4 holds only 2 million par value or 2 million subscribed capital, and only have 1 million was actually paid in. So currently user number 4 only have 1 million voting rights as per the shareholders agreement as well as the register of shares. And user number 3 holds 4 million as the claim paid and also as the paid in capital and the par capital. So user number 3 held voting rights for 4 million. And the user number 4 only have 1 million's voting rights. And due to user number 3 has already entrusted user number 4 to act as a delegate for him in the proceeding of voting for the specific motion of elect the chairman. Therefore, in the general meetings proceeding, we can see the current state of this voting process. User number 4 represent totally 5 million. Okay, so this is the user number 4, and we can change to the last member of this company, user number 2. Okay, we have switched to log on system for user number 2, and currently we can see that the system has already shown that currently the account refers to user number 2. And for this time, suppose that user number 2 is a financial investor, and this organization think that to nominate the actual controller as a natural person as the chairman of the board is not so proper. Okay, so user number 2 decide to select against for this specific motion, and then user number 2 cast their vote. We just simply inputted number 2 to represent this hash value of the signature of user number 2, and we click vote, and let's see, confirm, and we can see that there is slightly changed for the status of this proceeding. Okay, let's check. Okay, currently the status of the voting process has been changed, and there are 4 voters actually cast their vote, and only 3 voters select to support this motion, and there is 1 voter casted as against this motion. And we can see that in the detailed table of the case of attitude, there is 1 line. User number 2 represent himself, only 1 voting right holder to cast against vote to this specific motion. And we can see that the Zcash is 2. Till now, all the 4 members of this company has already casted their vote for this specific motion to elect chairman of the board. Okay, that's all for this video. See you. Bye bye.